Okay, all set. Right. Mr. Walensky.
What about it?
Detective Sergeant Gregg, Sandhill CID. I have a warrant to search these premises for stolen goods.
Well, everything's on display. You won't make a mess, will you?
We'll leave things as we find them.
This man who did the burglary...
Oh, wasn't a burglary, love. I told the policeman what come before.
When somebody gets into your place by telling lies and steals things, it's called burglary artifice.
She let him in. I wouldn't have.
No, well, he wouldn't do nothing. Sit on his arse in front of the telly till he starved to death, he would.
And this man said he was from the social services.
She believes it all. Tell her anything.
He said he was the social services, but they're in and out of here like it was a railway station. Never the same ones.
Did he show you a card?
Well, he showed me something.
Never had her reading glasses on. Show her a bus pass. She wouldn't know the
He
difference.
seemed to know his business. Said he had to see the kitchen and bathroom, see if we qualified for a grant.
And the money was taken from the kitchen.
Believe anything.
Well, I wasn't straight after Carmen, was I? Don't give you a chance.
Sorry, who's this Carmen?
Oh, she's his elf lady. She sees to him.
She don't want to know about that.
So you just had a nurse in before the man came?
Oh, she comes regular, else he wouldn't half be in the state.
Did you tell the officer you spoke to before about this?
Oh, it never come up.
What's Carmen's second name?
Dunno. Oh, she's not Spanish nor nothing. From India or Ceylon. Get a lot of 'em in nursing, don't you?
Oh, come on, this is right out of order. You've seen what's in the shop.
You know, I'd like to take a look at the flats.
Yeah, but you've been here an hour. Last time we got turned over, that was gone in 20 minutes.
We are getting a bit more thorough, Mr. Walensky. 4 or 5 hours isn't unusual.
It's true.
Especially when you're lifting floorboards.
Floorboards?
Well, I am getting quite good at it, but it does take time to do a whole floor.
Yeah, but like I said, the wife's up here resting.
I'll go in and see her. There won't be any embarrassment.
Yeah, but she's ill.
What's she got?
It's infectious.
What is it?
Well, it's that thing, you know, a lot of it going round. It goes for the glands. You have to be left alone. You know?
She seen a doctor?
Well, you know what they're like about these home visits, but he's due any time.
Well, good. He can go and check she's all right when we've finished. Mrs. Walensky!
Oh.
I'm a police officer. I'm coming in to search your room.
Bog off, you packy cow.
I'm afraid you'll have to get out of bed, madam.
I'm ill.
Otherwise, I'll have to search it with you in it, which can't be a very good idea if you're feeling poorly. Shall I pass you a dressing gown?
You could... Get on with it.
You know why you're here, Jimmy?
I know what you say.
So how's life treating you at the bail hostel?
Never mind all the old flannel, just get on with it.
What were you doing in Walensky's junk shop this afternoon?
No comment.
You were seen entering carrying a bag of heavy items and seen leaving carrying a bag considerably lighter.
No comment.
We saw you. These are the pictures.
Hang them on the wall, then.
We've got Walensky in custody. He's being very helpful.
You were carrying these keys when you were arrested, Jimmy. Are they yours?
Prisoner's shown the exhibit.
Yes,
Can you identify them?
I just did.
I mean, can you tell us what they're for?
Locks.
It's your time you're wasting, Jimmy. You know what I mean. What's the address for this key?
Prisoner's shown a key for a Yale-type lock.
My mum's flat where I was living before the hostel.
What about this one?
Prisoner's shown a key for a Chubb deadlock.
Dunno.
This one?
Prisoner's shown another Yale-type key.
Dunno.
You said they were your keys, Jimmy. How can you now tell us you don't know what they're for?
Might be for the flat I had before, I can't remember.
What's the address?
They've done the whole house up, they've changed the locks.
It'll only take a minute or two. I just want to ask you about the day you were burgled.
But you will have a cuppa, won't you?
Not if it's too much trouble, really, sir.
No trouble at all. You come in here.
Thanks. Excuse me? Excuse me, can you open this door? Oi! What do you think you're playing at?
But courses like this are under threat. The Apex Trust, which also helps the long-term unemployed, says government red tape has left it financially.
Funnily enough, this is a bit like a situation that came up when I was on the area burglary squad.
Oh, spare us the war stories, Jim. Just bring us up to speed on the op.
Well, Walensky's coming across. He's standing up for the dishonest handling. And he's giving us names. Now, what we can't do is tie Jimmy Hanks in with the stuff found at the shop.
Jimmy Hanks won't put his hands up to it.
There was nothing at his bail hostel, and there was nothing at his mum's flat.
Is there any mileage in talking to him some more?
Oh, we could have a go, but he's wise to the game. We couldn't shift him on the keys.
What keys?
Well, there was a set of keys he wouldn't identify. Not so we could check anyway. We reckon he's got a lockup or a flat somewhere where he keeps his gear. Well, I can tell you what we would have done when I was on the area burglary squad.
Here we go again.
Now, sling Hanks out and get up behind him. If he uses those keys, then we can house him with moody gear.
Well, if that's how you want to spend your Saturday evening, but we're a bit short of bodies for the legwork.
Well, this has been a joint up the uniform. Ask Munro can keep a couple. Plonk's the preference. No. Less conspicuous.
And he learnt that on the area burglary squad.
Cool.
Sign here for your property.
The important thing is you and Tosh don't show out, Mike, because he knows you.
We haven't all been in the area burglary squad, Jim, but some of us have been up behind suspects before.
You're going to be worth your weight in gold, Marika, in case you want to get up close to him.
Yeah, being Asian and a woman, I just can't be the filth, can I?
There's no pleasing some people, is there? I wish I had your advantages.
I wish you had her advantages.
Pacer units from Pacer 2. Target is on the move. He's crossing the main road and he's heading in your direction.
Understood. You fit, June?
Sure.
OK, June, go.
I'm going to shout and bang on this door until somebody gets the police, all right? Which could be a matter of months.
Any idea where he's heading, June?
Yeah, well, he's heading the wrong way for the bail hostel. He's getting on a D7 bus. I'm going to follow him. You can get up ahead. Thanks.
No problem, lad.
The shout's kosher. It's way out of order. Not only a slag, a cheeky slag. I'd anger myself, personally. Not kidding.
If he gets off here, I'll take the next leg. Otherwise, we'll keep leapfrogging with the van.
Smart move, getting in front of him.
You sure about that stop? I thought the D7s turned off at Lock Street and went round the one way.
Surely not.
Long time since you've been on a bus, Jim.
He's winding you up. There's one coming now.
Boy.
Wilshurst? Did you report someone impersonating a police officer?
Yeah, I did. I've been caught before, you know. He said he was a social worker.
Well, this is the second burglary artifice you've had. That's diabolical.
Yeah, I didn't get caught this time, though.
What's going on in there?
That's her.
What, the suspect's here? We didn't know that.
And it's a woman.
Well, a woman, but no lady.
Government actions were not the prime cause of the trust's financial difficulties. He said it would be quite
This is the
wrong
place.
to make payments
She's
of
dangerous.
taxpayers' money to an organisation on the brink of liquidation, and they had a duty to recover
found that out years ago.
funds paid in error.
Will you have that cuppa now?
No, thank you. All I want is an answer to the question that I originally came here with. When were you burgled, and who else had been to see you that day?
I don't recollect any visitors.
Have you looked in any of the cupboards?
Eh?
Nothing.
Except for the woman who comes to do me feet.
The health visitor?
Yeah, that's her. You see, when you can't reach your toenails, they get totally out of hand. Carmen, they call her. Oh, I tell her every time she comes, she ought to get herself a pair of them castanets. They haven't got our sense of humour, have they?
Pacer units from Pacer 2, target moving west along Suffolk Avenue, maintaining contact.
Bit of luck catching you on duty.
Wouldn't be normally, but we've got a do-on tonight in the big hall, so it's all hands to the pump.
Aren't there any privileges of rank if you're head of town hall security?
Not that I'm aware of. It's a job, but it's not the job, is it?
No. Fancy helping me out with a bit of police work?
Go on.
Pacer units from Pacer 2. Who hasn't gone yet?
Me, Jim, Norika.
Well, target's entered an off-licence in Redditch Road. Get in there. Could be where he keeps his gear.
On way.
Carmen De Silva, health visitor. Great stuff. One more thing, Norman. Can we call up male social services employees who have left or been dismissed in the last 6 months or so?
I'd have thought so.
Yeah, that's the one.
£18.49.
You've got to be joking.
Oh, don't blame me, chum. Most of it goes to the government.
Nah, sorry, I'll leave it.
There's it. Does he have one of them bottles?
Well, yeah.
Right. I'm having him.
Hold it, I'm a police officer. That man is under police surveillance, and if you leave the shop carrying that, you'll be done for carrying an offensive weapon.
Hanks is well on his way.
Pacer units from Pacer 4. Target has decamped from off-licence with 2 stolen bottles of wine. I'm with the shop manager. Please advise.
Hang on there, Norika, I'm on my way. June, go and pick up Hanks.
Right.
I'll go and get the toothpaste back in the tube. And you can wipe that smile off your face. You heard that?
Yeah, but we've got to give him more rope skip if we want to house him.
Be aware, Jim. You're the one who's being given the rope.
Here you are, Rocky. Do you want to just go and play now?
Do you talk to anyone about your work, Mrs. De Silva?
What do you mean?
Well, we all talk to people. Husband, boyfriend, family. About what the day's been like at work. Who do you talk to?
Well, I might say something about a case to all sorts of people I know. But I've got a responsible job, just like you, lady.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just trying to find out what happened. Do you know a man called David Fairbrother?
No.
Used to work for social services?
Well, I don't know everybody in social services, do I?
What about Eric Dawes?
Well,
You know him?
I worked with him. He was a home care assistant. We were on the same cases sometimes.
Have you spoken to him recently?
No, not since he left social services. I worked with him. Sometimes. He wasn't a friend or anything.
So you're saying that you haven't seen or spoken to him since he left social services?
No. Well,
Yeah, go on.
I haven't spoken to him. But I did see him a couple of times.
Hanks has not emerged from his mother's flat for the last 45 minutes, which is heartwarming in this day and age, but not very interesting from a criminological point of view.
Abusive radio procedure is bad security, Mike. None of us are here to enjoy ourselves.
What, next sandwich?
No, thanks, June.
Oh, you got on spare?
Mm.
Cheers, Jim.
Pacer 1 from Pacer 5, receiving.
Go ahead.
Target is on the move in the direction of Pacer 2.
Pacer 1 from 2. Target has made contact with an IC1 male. Target is now heading towards a Phoenix Street exit from the estate. Having acted in a suspicious manner consistent with the purchase of controlled substances.
Pacer 4 from 1, receiving.
Go ahead, Skip.
Take over surveillance. Pacer 2 to my location immediately.
On my way.
Mr. Dawes?
Yeah.
WDC Martella, Sunhill Police. I need to ask you a few questions about a series of burglaries.
But we can come back later for the dealer. Housing Hanks is our priority.
That would be area burglary squad's priority, Jim. I'm not sure it's Sun Hills.
But it'll be Sunhill's body when we do him for the burglaries.
If we do Hanks for the burglaries. How many other crimes have I got to witness from your target, Jim? Arson, rape, piracy on the high seas.
You've been cautioned. Is there anything you'd like to say? You were dismissed from social services for borrowing money off clients. Is that how it all started?
They didn't want it back half the time, you know. They'd forgot they'd given it to me and hadn't missed it. I've got Angie and the kid and the mortgage on this place. It needs doing up. It's woodworm, dry rot, damp.
And then? When you lost your job?
I was desperate. I just started taking the money. I'm gonna give it back when I get straight. My wife, she'll be starting a new job very soon.
How did you know where to go?
Sorry.
With the money? From the old people?
I know the health visitors and the social workers and the home helps from the job. I followed them and called at the same addresses. I knew all the right things to say.
Pacer units from Pacer 4. I'm at Beveridge Tower. Hanks has used his key. He's housed.
Norika, which flat?
I don't know, he went in the lift.
All right, which floor?
Well, I don't know what floor.
Okay, hang on. We're just pulling up now.
Well, if a light goes on, then we'll know where he is.
Any other suggestions?
Sorry about that.
As you toss the legs in. Right, troops, let's party.
Well, he's not amongst this lot. That was him humping under those overcoats.
Should we try the party upstairs?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
No, that's your lot. I don't do celebrities.
They hang about.
What?
What's that terrible dilemma from those recruiting adverts?
Yeah, do you confiscate it or smoke your own?
Ah, girls.
Do you know him?
No.
Where'd you get the blow?
Off a bloke. Here? He was. He's gone now.
What's his name?
Jimmy, wasn't he?
I don't know. It was you he fancied.
He didn't. He only says to me, come round to my flat if you fancy something harder.
Cheeky sausage.
And what's that? What's that? He wouldn't want me to tell you, would he?
Yeah, but you will do because we're police officers, and if you don't, you'll be in dead lumber.
Yeah, I mean, you could yell out and start a ruck, but we're more panded. Or you could dump that, tell us Jimmy's flat, and carry on with your party.
Number 3.
Who is it?
Jimmy, you said to come round.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, oi! James Hanks, I'm DC Carver Sunhill. I'm arresting you for dealing in a controlled substance. You don't have to say anything, but anything you do say may be given in evidence.
You may as well throw in burglary as well, Jim, while you've got his attention.
You got anything to say about these goods?
Prove I nicked them. You find one of my prints in any of them houses, go on.
We fingerprinted the victims, Jimmy. If they're dabs on these goods, you've got stolen property.
Well, maybe handling.
As case law that recent acquisition could be proof of burglary.
Hey?
He learnt that on the area burglary squad. It means you're on offer. Bang to rights. Well nicked.